Shame is that feeling you get when you do something wrong, or you behave badly, or you do something that is just unacceptable in society, often taught to us by our parents or by society, and we generally adapt and learn to do things or not to do certain things. So this shame can be a really great way of helping others to learn what is acceptable, what is not, what is going to benefit everyone versus things that are going to be detrimental and harmful to others. And so people will often use shame to try to keep people in line. However, where shame can become extremely toxic to your well-being is when it is directed at you as an individual, as part of your character, and you grow up with this feeling of shame about who you are. And this is toxic shame. So for people who have been abused in childhood, who have been ridiculed or spoken down to, or even if it was simply the way that their parents treated them. It may not have even been in words, but simply the neglect or the abuse, the way that their parents treated them, can internalize a sense of toxic shame. So when you think of, for example, if your parent criticizes you instead of your behavior and they say, "How could you do that? You're such a bad kid." So that's going to sting. And over time, if your parent continues to do this, or in some cases only one isolated event, when you're young, you can start to believe it, you're going to internalize this and you're going to start believing this about yourself. And this will become an unhealed wound inside. So you're going to have an unhealed wound of feeling that you're bad. And that's going to be carried with you. So everywhere you go, everything you do, you're going to feel that you're bad. And it's going to be this feeling of shame. So instead of feeling light and free and like you're a good person, this is going to be inside of you because it's a trauma. Similarly, if your parents neglected your needs, if they ignored you, if they abused you, you may be internalizing feeling unworthy. You might internalize that you think you deserved to be treated badly or that you deserve still to be treated badly. You may internalize this shame of feeling that you're not good enough because in your child mind, you think that it must be your fault. You think that if you were a good kid, then you would be treated well, but that's not the case. The case is that you are unconditionally worthy of love. It's not you that is shameful. Your parents shouldn't have treated you that way. So you will grow up feeling, I don't deserve respect. I am worthless. I am bad. I did something to deserve this. I deserve abuse because I'm bad, because I'm shameful, because I'm not good enough. And so when you're abused or neglected repeatedly throughout childhood, it carries on and it creates part of your false identity. So your false identity means it's not who you truly are, it's just who you believe that you are because you've been programmed and you've been forced to take this on thinking that that is your identity. So some signs that you suffer from toxic shame include depression, anxiety, abusing alcohol or drugs because you're trying to escape from yourself. You may feel a chronic sense of worthlessness, or you may be getting into toxic or abusive relationships because you think that you deserve it. And just this running script inside of yourself that you think you're not good enough. So these are signs of toxic shame. And what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to really dig deep down and you're going to have to heal emotionally, which often requires some deep introspection into your past and crying and feeling your emotions, feeling your pain. So right now, your toxic shame may be dormant inside you because you're going about your life, you're going about your day-to-day activities, you're stuffing that toxic shame down and you're not addressing it because it's too painful. So you may not truly notice it that deeply until you sit down and you relax into yourself, and then you're going to start feeling that pain and that emotion just sitting in there, and you're going to want to release it. So you can do that through crying, you can do that through meditations that make you feel emotions. I have some links below where I will share with you how to release emotions through different methods, and this is going to help you release that toxic shame so that you no longer have to carry feelings of being unworthy or bad or not good enough, because that is not you. That is something that is put on you through abuse, through neglect, through mistreatment by people who should have cared for you, and you have carried that with you all this time when it never was supposed to be yours. And then you can start to replace these toxic beliefs with better ones, knowing your inherent worthiness, knowing that you deserve respect, knowing that you are good, knowing that what happened to you was not your fault, and that you're not to blame. So I hope that this video helps you raise some awareness into what is going on in your body, why you feel the way you feel, why you have the beliefs that you have, and I hope to help you heal. So feel free to check out my links below. Also, I have healing crystal jewelry below on my Etsy shop, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!